The first novel was Wanting in Arabic. Please put your hands together for Trish Salah.
Thanks kindly. Can folks hear me? Yes? Yeah. Okay, great. Perfect, thank you. I'm going to read a couple of poems from my book of poetry, Wanting in Arabic. This first poem is about thinking through the structures of separation which constitute forms of dehumanization. It is about the ways in which isolation can be put to destructive ends. Furious hates disposition. The Greeks gave vengeance disposition, snake hair kin to the gorgon, winged fearful husks aging women into implacable law, clawing after punishment for the most intimate betrayals, murder of a parent, rape of a sibling. That pleasure might purchase three kinds of darkness, prelight or eclipse, the long journey into hollow. In Rome they were furies from furore, madness. Scholars always blame the hungry dead. The usual route, something stolen somewhere, underground. A stumbled upon crime, a struggle, you with the land, and this, my heart hollow. Made up bombs lingering in the curve, round echo of old longing. As if you dreamt someone should call the Furies, or somebody already has. Time itself is confused by the particulars. When hate is such a state that stands to slaughter those whose dwellings it raised, those created in its own image, looking-glass survivors, looking-glass camps. Without a tongue or some inside, I couldn't help but mangle this self, your speech, pangs of either, other birthrack of testimony. Suppose there were a promise, where you are, we were, and will be, again. Call that a threat, or terrorism, or something sick, made up in a laboratory clinic. Am I here or there any less likely to betray because entranced with the seeming consistency, I do not call it the beauty, of a particular species of hate? Do you see it everywhere humming unsubtly, in love with its own white bones, this hate full of basking, a lover's face, hovering in a window slyly, pleased to be in the observing, observed? So telluric, so truthful this hate seems to boast of how it makes a dwelling in a desert, a shelter for battered women, a summer camp for lesbians. So limber, just in from limbo, this hate comes versatile as a child, exuberantly becoming larvae-made hate, cocoon and butterfly hate taking wing. This hate bears children with names like amnesia and nothing to me and nothing to do with me and butcher's knife. Who is not disposed to love offspring of this good neighborly hate, this hate reserved for those especially near, intimates of your breast, those whom joyously you turn away, bury, with all the compassion left after the glee of amputation. We know this hate. We recognize ourselves in its attachment to separation, partition. We have all done its work. In a small way I do it now. It is thick and drawn about the necks of those who might claim a common inheritance or enemy, a debt of love or shared oppression. If not for such pristine hate, keeping our edge, keeping us clean, why might we not become such entangling beings, so closely confused, anarchaic, more expansive than allies, like lovers or children, more open than? Instead, we keep hate precious as secrets, a blade closer to hand than sister or brother. It has proven curative, quick and progressive as expelling the queens from the pride parade, inviting the transsexuals off of woman's land, as casting the whores from Cabbagetown into the lake, of driving the Palestinians into the sea, just as you feared, just as you claimed those others intended to send you. Is it possible now even to ask who will hold off the bulldozers, who will cook beans and rice, who shall shear the skins of those grazed with a daily glance? Can we manage without gun-handling hands the help of genetic code? And don't you yourself hunger for whiteness falling over your shadow Hate, that male body, that oppressor's dick. Becoming a girl so fair as snow, as if snow was, does not show, everything falls. How shall we withstand a hate that disposes of bodies without questions, as though it owns them, the way we own the bodies of our sisters and brothers, parents and lovers, shrouds sewn of one cloth, no outsider would dare to step in on, or even stop by to inquire. With hate, we are adept at severing some you from we until they fall away. We were cut loose ourselves. Many days we are cut at still, are we not? Are we not entitled to the use of our own knife? Hate, all frenzy beneath the silence, enjoys the elegant demonstration of its rationale. Only some shall survive, if any, and your chances are somehow better if you not only accept, but embrace the logic of sacrifice. So that poem, as I said, is about the work of dehumanization that certain types of separation entail. This poem, Ghazals for Sharon Cohen, Saida Sultana, Dana International, is about the instrumentalized use of difference in the service of the Israeli state. Saida Sultana is a Yemeni Jew who represented the state of Israel in Eurovision competition in 2000, and it functioned in some way as a kind of alibi for Israel as a liberal state in the representational politics that she forwarded. Conversely, as an Arab Jew, she's had her criticisms of racial segregation within Israel, but she hasn't had the principle or the politics or the guts to actually move forward in terms of using her position to speak about Palestine and Palestinians. So this is, at best, an ambivalent homage. In the defiles, a Jew, or assembling the signs of a detour, landing her parents in the camps, neither sex nor given to Arabic in the home. Can you believe it? In Israel of Israel. In Palestine, we know 400 villages ceased, for that in the beginning. Do you dream of Yemen, Dana, as I dream of Lebanon? In Europe, they praise you, Diva. Jews have not always fared so well. 2. Sharon is singing between two languages. 3. In your second sex, improvised mother tongue, they say you corrupt the youth of Cairo, that you collaborate with Mossad. At home, Likud and Shaz denounce you. Home is burnt sand, disappearance in light. Later, your songs are banned in Germany. They say Arabs and Turks are the new Jews. In a feminine voice, the hazard of presence. In your house, is there shelter for Palestine? 3. The Girl for 2000, beautiful, transsexual, web banners we all aspire to. Embody, emboldened, the possible this night, glamour, forever freedom's caprice. As in errant, as in love, I imagine cascading translations, incandescence, what a body wouldn't do, shall in time transpire. Breaking lines, a people's musculature. What comes before? Cherish your singing voice, Sharon, this moment of dwelling towards an unending sky. Thanks very much.
Put your hands together for Trish Salah. Thank you very much.